Which one was this? Oh, this one here. Okay, and then I'll put this in Linkly. Cool. All good? Perfect. Yeah, cheers. See you, mate. Hello, guys. Hello, hello. We're just gonna wait out for a special guest coming today. Yo, Dorakami, hello. Advice for defenders. We'll get onto that, bro. We're just gonna wait for Nick, and then we'll get started, bro. Okay, thanks. Midfield, especially attacker. Yeah, don't worry, guys. We're gonna answer all of your questions today. So, as you can see, today's topic is how to dominate in your position. So, stay tuned. Myself and Nick will be making sure to give you all the best tips and advice to make sure you dominate in your position. Goalkeepers, yeah, goalkeepers. We're going to be answering your questions as well. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Chat. What position does everyone play? Put in the comments what position you play. Yes, TikTok. How are we? What's going on TikTok? How's everyone doing today? YouTube. Put it in put it in the comments what position everyone plays. Right wing and striker, nice. Defensive mid. Yo, striker. Hello, guys. Hello. Our players are Romdo. What's that, bro? What's that? I want to come to your camp, but it's far. Can you come to Leeds? Bro, if you're in Leeds, yeah, our camp's not far from you, man. You're in the same country. Yo, do you know me? I don't think I do, bro. Who are you? Callum O'Keefe. I see you, mate. Welcome back. I'm a winger. All right, good to know. We're just waiting on Nick, and then we'll be cracking on, guys. Guys, what did you think of the international break? Did you watch the games? What did you guys think? Yeah. Okay. Ireland. Yeah. I thank your team for doing so much for us. Oh, you're welcome, bro. You're welcome. Did you watch Ireland vs Hungary, mate? Crazy game. I saw the highlights of it, and I think that Troy Parrott is at the best international break I've ever seen. Scored 2 goals against Portugal, hat trick against Hungary. Yeah, he's kept Ireland in for a World Cup qualification place. Thanks for advice a couple of days ago. Playing up now, my boy JW. You're welcome, man. What a game! Great game, man. But you know what it is, guys? I don't think the international games have the same effect as like a club games. Don't know about you guys. What do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer international games, or do you prefer the club games? Because I find international week boring, man. Like other than the game yesterday, it's quite boring. Was that the Portugal? No way, Callum. That's amazing. I bet you were buzzing. Club games. You guys should make a. No, I'm a good player, but I just can't play with confidence. What should I do to fix it, bro? Play with confidence, regardless, man. Do you know how to be less scared while dribbling? Um, Again, I'm going to answer this question in a bit, so don't worry. Guys, on TikTok, today's topic is about how to dominate in your position. So stay tuned. We're going to have another guest with me, Nick Humphries. We're going to be speaking about how you can dominate either as a GK, fullback, centre back, centre mid, CDM, winger, striker, attacking mid, any position you play, we are going to cover it and how to dominate in your position. So stay tuned, guys. Today is about that topic. I like international because it brings a lot of us rather. That is true though. That's a good shout, Callum. Because international does do that. You're right. I have questions. No problem, guys. We're gonna answer all the questions. Do you know how to be comfortable in 1v1s? Could you please give me some to the fullback? Yeah, guys, we're gonna touch on all of that. As I said, today's how to dominate in your position. So stay tuned. We're just waiting for Nick, and then we will get cracking. What's YouTube saying? All right, cool. Something's come up for Nick, guys, so he won't be joining today. So I will be the one speaking to all of you. But yeah, welcome to another day of our 30 days of dedication. Okay. Today, a lot of you guys requested how to dominate in your position. So that's a topic we're going to be covering today. So stay tuned. We're going to be going through every position to make sure you guys know how to dominate in your position and to be the best player week in, week out. Okay? Um, so yeah. But before that, let me see how you guys are doing. Did any of you guys play a game on the weekend? Your idea. Exactly, bro. I listened to you, see? I listened to my people. If you played a game on the weekend, let me know how your game went. How did you do? Did you guys win? Did you guys lose? Did you score? What did you do well? It got cancelled. Oh, I hate that, man. I hate when it gets cancelled. Why did it get cancelled? We won and I got an assist. My guy. My guy, man. Congrats. Nah, bro. So ill from the Brazil game. No way. How was the game anyways? Was it worth it? The other team didn't have enough players. Oh, my days. Shambles. We were resting this week. Yeah, man. You need your rest sometimes. You need your rest. Bindi, how was your game, bro? We got benched. Who got benched? Lower. I scored 3. It was against Sheffield Wednesday. My boy, well done, bro. 1-2-1. Friend scored last minute. I kept the ball in the all game. My guy James, well done, bro. We went London on 192 in the IPL. Jeez, Perez, top. 100%, man. Senegal's so shambles, though. I saw Vini and Koulibaly were getting in a beef or something. I saw something like that. I saw a clip. Need a club. I'm a CDM looking for a JPL team. What's a good mentality and what's the scouts look for in a player? Lucas, you got to make sure you got that elite mentality, bro. Every game, you're the best player and you're a good teammate. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Vini's always getting into problems. How to use body to protect ball in midfield. This is a good one, guys. Like using your body in football is so important. You got to make sure you get yourself in front of the player and the ball to make it hard for him to tackle you. Bro, I wish I could give you my football boots, man. The next guy to join our football camp, right? If you join our football camp chat, whoever joins our football camp, and I meet you in London, in the camp, I will give you a pair of my own football boots. Yeah? So, yeah, man. That's my promise back to one of you guys. What do I need to focus on as a CB? Bro, everything. Win your headers, win your battles, win your tackles. Be good on the ball. Joining right now. Haha. Join then. Listen, you're saying you're joining. You're not going to join now. When is the London camp? What scouts will be there, bro? We got scouts all over the world. And they start from June, July, and August. Book now, guys. I told you this last week. This week is our early Black Friday deal. It's the cheapest camp ever. Like, you will never find cheaper than this price that is currently on our website. So if you're looking to book, guys, book now. Trust me. And also, when you book and you join and you meet me in London, I'll give you one of my signed football boots. Where is it in London? Hemel Hempstead. Did you see Dominic Sob mocking Irish players yesterday up 2-1, then it was on the floor after losing? I saw that, Callum, man. I saw that. The Irish, they never back down. They never back down. And they never know when they're beaten. That's what's great about them. You saw it with Portugal, obviously. They beat Portugal, Ronaldo getting sent off. Then you got against Hungary, scoring in the last minute. That's a sign of a team that never knows when they're beaten. Do you remember Ahmed? Yeah, of course I remember Ahmed. How is he, man? Is he good? That's not London, bro. Bro, it basically is. What are you talking about, man? Basically is. Especially for the ones that are coming from abroad. How should I gain confidence while dribbling as a practice winger? Can I private message you? It's Hertfordshire. Yes, I know it's Hertfordshire, bro. I know that. But obviously, it's just on the outskirts. But if you tell about people that coming from abroad, they don't know what Hertfordshire is. Was he good? Yeah, good player, bro. Good player. Where do you book though? Go on our website, train effective camps traineffective.com/camps. Come on, like what is you saying it from? Bro, I hear it. If you're from London, yeah, if you're from London, you understand. But obviously, players that are not from England, but they don't live in London, they won't get it. I don't know what to do right now, but I have no team and I'm only doing individual work like 2 times a week. Bro, try and find a team. That's my best option to you. Like, find a team, man. Trust me. All right, guys, we're going to kick things off now. What position do you guys want to start with? How to dominate in your position? Which position shall we start with first? Should we go from GK to striker or shall we go from striker to GK? What are you saying, guys? Striker to GK, GK to striker, striker to GK, striker to GK, GK to striker, winger. Now, we can't just start with a winger. We've got to start from the head or from the top or from the bottom. GK to striker. All right, cool. We're going to start from GK to striker, guys. All right. Let's go. So, goalkeepers. Have we got any goalkeepers in the chat right now? Let me know if there's any keepers in the chat. How long will each be? Not long, bro. Not long. A few minutes. Why was him? I'm half GK. Man said half GK. What, half GK, half striker, yeah? You're a false GK. False goalkeeper. No problem. All right, cool. So, guys, let me tell you something about GKs, right? How to dominate as a goalkeeper. Very important. Remember this. If you're a GK or whatever position you play, especially as a GK, write this down. GKs, what you need, first of all, you need to have an elite mentality. Because as a goalkeeper, right, you could do nothing for 90 minutes. And then in the final minute of the game, there might be a 1v1. The other team might have a penalty. And you've got to stay focused the whole time. So being a GK is the one position where literally you can do nothing for most of the game. And then you have something to do. And you have to always be ready. So your focus has to be on point the whole game. Very, very important, guys. Okay? As a GK, you're the last line of defense. So if you make a mistake, 9 times out of 10, they'll punish you and the opposition score. Okay? Because there's no one there to bail you out. As a striker, you can get bailed out by your midfield, by your defense, by your keeper. But as a GK, you're the last man. So making sure that you avoid mistakes, etc. Being a good shot stopper. Obviously, as a GK, you're going to be judged off how you are in terms of your reflexes, your shot stopping, and as well as that, can you come out and claim crosses? How are you with your distribution? Your distribution needs to be on point because in this day and age, as a GK, if you can't play out or if you haven't got good distribution, you're in trouble. Okay, so making sure that you got good distribution. And last thing, guys, right? You have to be loud. Football is not played on mute. As a goalkeeper, especially, you can see the whole pitch. So as a GK, if you're not communicating with your team, if you're not telling your back four to push up, there's a man on, or whatever it is, you're doing something wrong. So be loud, communicate at all times because you can see the whole pitch. Okay? Very, very important, guys. So those are the biggest tips on how to dominate in your position as a GK. Cool. Next position, guys. We are going for fullback. So this is either a right back or a left back. How many fullbacks we got in the chat? If you're a fullback, let me know. YouTube. Any fullbacks in the chat on YouTube? TikTok. Fullback Perez, yes. Love that. Gunner. Kojo. Souza. Okay, love it. We've got a few fullbacks in there. Love that, guys. All right, cool. So, fullback. First and foremost, as a fullback, how to dominate in your position. As a fullback, what you want to be do. Firstly, a fullback, your priority is defending, okay? So you have to be good in a 1v1 situation. So defensively, it's so important, guys, to be strong in a 1v1 defensive situation because you're going to be you're going to be coming up against fast, strong, powerful wingers. So if you're against a quick winger and you're off the pace and he's beating you every single time, you're in trouble. So be strong in a 1v1 defensive situation. Very important. Make it hard for the winger. Win your individual battles against the winger. Okay, those are the three most important things. Then, your first touch. How is your first touch as a fullback? Your first touch as a fullback is so key because when you receive the ball, okay, your first touch, you have to make sure you open up to see the whole pitch because if you go back into the middle and you're not opening up as a fullback, you're putting yourself in danger. So making sure you have a good first touch, making sure technically you're sound. Again, as a fullback, you have to have good stamina to go up and down the pitch because fullbacks, especially now, whether you're playing as a wing back, as a fullback, you need to be good going forwards. So fullbacks now, if you don't have good stamina to be able to go up and down the pitch, again, it's going to do you more harm than good. So have good stamina. And when you go up, you have to have good end product. So you have to have decent quality, crossing the ball, making the right decisions in the final third. And you have to be quick. Obviously, you're coming up against quick wingers. So you got to try and match them or you got to be clever. So those are the most important factors on how to be dominant as a fullback or as a wing back. Okay, guys. Next one, centre back. How many centre backs we got today? Let me know. David, I'm going to go through all the positions, so don't worry. If I haven't answered your question, I'll be going through all the positions, bro. How many centre backs we got? Callum's asking, what do I do if I'm always the loudest on the pitch but no one is talking on the pitch? It's like I'm talking to a wall, thanks. Good question. So if you're on the pitch, right, and you're the loudest, you keep on doing it, bro. You set the example for the other players. Okay, so really important, Callum. You keep on doing it. If the other players pick up on it, then obviously they can communicate as well. But if they're not doing it, then that's their problem. But you keep on doing that. But yeah, centre backs. Let's go. So as a centre back, how to dominate in your position. First and foremost, win your individual battles against the strikers. Right now, the two best centre back pairing in the world is Gabriel and Saliba. Okay? Gabriel and Saliba, if you watch Arsenal, if you watch them play, they are the two best centre-back pairings in the world right now. Why are they so good? Why is it so difficult to score against Arsenal? Yeah? Because, first of all, Gabriel and Saliba are always communicating with each other. They're always non-stop. The communication is, if you watch them, watch how much they're speaking to each other. Okay, that also comes from Raya as well in goal. He's always communicating with them. So they know each other's roles and responsibilities. And they know if one goes, the other person drops. Okay, the other person sweeps up. So they both know their strengths and they utilize their strengths. So as a CB, win your battles against a striker, win your headers, be aggressive in a good way. Okay, know when to go tight, know when to drop deep. I saw something Rio Ferdinand was speaking about before, where he was coming up against Luis Suarez, right? He was coming up against Luis Suarez, and Sir Alex Ferguson said one thing to him, and Sir Alex Ferguson would never really say much in terms of how to defend or whatever. But he said one thing to him. He said, "Don't get tight." Okay, he said, "Don't get tight. Let him drop off and let him just do something because he will end up losing it. If you get too tight, he will turn you, he will roll you, it will ricochet off you, and he will get the rebound because you guys know Suarez is the best at that. Any ricochets, it comes back to him. So what he did was during the game, he let Suarez have it, kept the distance. He made Suarez make a decision. Because usually Suarez would go off the defender's decision. If he saw the defender, I don't know, lose balance or go one way, he would go the other way. So Ferdinand said, you know what? I'm going to drop off. I'm going to let him make a decision. And United ended up winning that game. And it was one of their best games as well on how to deal with Suarez and obviously his strengths. So understand the kind of striker you're coming up against. If you're coming up against a quick striker, strong striker, you have to make sure you understand their strengths and focus on their weaknesses. And that way, trust me, you'll have a better game and you'll probably stand out and be more dominant. Okay, centre backs, that is you done. Next position, we are going to CDM. How many CDMs we got in the chat, guys? Any CDMs? Let me know. Let me know. It's a CDM. Nice. Let me know. I'm gonna let's go. Let's go. Any more? Me. Love that, bro. Yeah, CMs, cams, strikers, wingers. We're going through you after, so stay tuned. Lock in here. JGCD. Love that, bro. Prosper is a CDM. Love that. Cool. Okay. So let's go. So CDM guys, how to dominate in your position as a CDM. Look at the best CDMs in the world. Okay, in his peak, and even right now, he's still incredible. N'Golo Kante was one of the best CDMs in the world, and I think during that period where Leicester won the league, I feel like N'Golo Kante was the glue to that team. Okay, he was the glue to that team. You take Kante out of that Leicester team, I don't think they win the Premier League. So he was the most important player in that team. You look at Man City when they done a treble. Rodri was the glue to that team. So as a CDM, guys, I think personally, it might be the most important position in football in terms of keeping a team. You're the glue of the team, going forwards, but also defensively. And if that glue is solid and you have a solid foundation, the rest of the team play well. So as a CDM, you've got a lot of responsibility and you're that guy that makes everything tick when you have the ball. But at the same time, when you don't have the ball, you're that guy that breaks up the play, that wins the ball back for your team. Okay, that just crashes everything. So you look at the best players, your Kantes, your Rodris. Right now, Moses Caicedo, I saw that in a comment yet. Caicedo right now, the best at what he does. The best at what he does. And, you know, if you look at how many tackles he's making per game, how many times he breaks up the play, but also going forwards, he's still just as good. So what you need to focus on to dominate your game is keeping calm under pressure, because as a CDM, they're going to try to pressure you. So when you have the ball, keep calm under pressure. Don't panic. Have a picture in your head, guys. Scan. Keep on scanning. Know your next pass before you receive the ball. Know, where the opposition is, where your next touch is going to be, how to open up your body, where your teammate is. So scan so much that you have a full picture in your head time and time and time again. Okay? Off the ball. Understand where to be in a defensive position. Okay, anticipate and smell danger. Know when to go and intercept. Know when to make a tackle. Um, know the positions to pick up. And the more games you play, the more you'll pick this up, guys. It's very important. So remember, CDMs, you are the glue to that team. You play well, you have a good game. 9 times out of 10, your team wins. So that is the role and how to be dominant as a CDM. So next position we have, we're gonna go for centre mid. How many centre mids do we have? Centre mids in the chat. Thanks, bro. No problem, Lamina. Hopefully that helps you, bro. Yeah, we got some centre mids. Ryan, Kampa, yo, Bassi, my boy. Yes, Jamal, Compa, Chris, Khalid is a centre mid. Good information, thank you. No problem, Mr. Midfield, man. I play CDM. Nice. So this is going to help you as well, both of them. Cool. CMs. The role of a CM, guys, is very simple. As a centre mid, especially as, let's say, a box-to-box midfielder, yeah, you have to make sure you can do both. You can attack, but you can defend as well. Shall I tell you, in my opinion, one of the greatest centre mids who could do both, right? He could attack and he could defend. I want to see who guesses the player that I'm going to say. In my opinion, he's one of the best centre mids ever because he could do both and he was just as good. He's not currently playing right now. Stevie G. Hey, he said it already. The Sesame Street kid. Let me pin that. Stevie G. Yeah, Stevie G was the coldest centre mid in my opinion because, don't get me wrong, yeah, there were other incredible centre mids going forwards, like Yaya Toure, all these top players, yeah, Iniesta, they were top. But I'm saying a complete centre mid who can do both. Stevie G was up there. He could do everything. Could do everything. So if you go look at clips, yeah, if you're a centre mid, go look at clips of Stevie G. He was aggressive in everything he done. If you wanted to play a 40-yard diag, he can do it. If you wanted to play a short pass, he could do it. If you wanted to break the lines, he could do it. Also, off the ball, tackles, great tackles. He was aggressive in a good way. Okay, he was aggressive in a good way. He done the defensive work for his team. But when his team had the ball, he was a clutch player. He would come up with big goals, right? But that's the thing. One thing he was obsessed about was, I want to be better. I want to be the best. I want to get better. I want to be, I want to be the best centre mid in the world. I want people to be talking about me for years, for decades to come. He carried Liverpool from the best and worst team. Facts. That's a fact. You take Gerrard out that Liverpool team, mate. I don't think there would have been as successful as there was. So yeah, he was key. So if you're a centre mid, go watch clips of Gerrard. Watch how he dominated the game on the ball and off the ball, and you'll see. And one thing about him, he was so hardworking. Callum, you're right. He was so hardworking. So if you're a centre mid now, the least you can do is work hard. Okay, if you work hard, the technical ability will take over itself. But you have to make sure you work hard. All right, next position we got is, we're going to go for the number 10. You got the cams, the creative players, the playmakers. How many cams we got in here? Yeah, cams. Derek is a cam. Me, M, love that. Are you a Liverpool? I'm not a Liverpool fan, bro. No, I'm a United fan, but I respect players that are good. Real cams don't exist no more. It's true, Hey, cams are getting, cams. Yeah, there's not a lot of cams around it anymore. It's right. It's no team really plays with a lot of tens anymore. It's weird. United, rate it up. United. All right, cool. United horrible, City better. Listen, if you know ball, you respect Gerrard regardless. If you know ball, you respect Gerrard. All right, cool. Cams. What I'll say about Cams, yeah. As a Cam, you are that creative player in that team. So the positions you pick up in that game, you have to be difficult to mark. You have to be difficult to mark. Okay. So the positions you pick up is that kind of half space in between the centre backs, okay, and also the midfield. So you're behind the midfield in front of the centre backs. So you make a decision and you make them think, right? You make them think. The centre backs don't really want to come out of their space because they'll leave a gap. So they don't really want to come mark you. The midfielders are dealing with other players. They don't really want to drop in there. So you have to make sure you pick up the right spaces. When you do pick up the right space in the right pockets of spaces, can you get the ball in a half turn? Your first touch is so important because if you receive the ball on the half turn and you can see both sides, your picture is huge. You can see the whole pitch. You know your next pass. Whereas if you receive the ball with your back facing the goal you're shooting at, you're killing yourself already. Okay, by the time you take a touch, you want to turn, they've swarmed you. So picking up them positions is key. And then your first touch is just as important to make sure you can see the whole picture and you're going in a forward direction. Once you take that first touch and you're going into that direction, know your next pass. Again, this comes from scanning. This comes from being aware of your surroundings, yeah? Know your next pass. Be that kind of creative player in your team. And guys, don't get me wrong. You see the best cams in the world, yeah? They probably, if you look at stats, they lose the ball more times than other players in the game. But that's because they're trying, they're doing things. And you're going to be making them, them difficult passes to make things happen. So don't get disheartened if you lose the ball trying to make a pass happen. If that's the picture or if that's the kind of instinct you had in yourself to make that pass, then do it. But also, it's about making the right decisions. As a cam, you have to make sure you're chipping in with goals. Because you look at the best cams in the world right now, Cole Palmer, we've got other cams who are Musiala. These players, they're scoring. Yeah, they're scoring, they're chipping in with goals. As well as their creativity, you've got to make sure you're chipping in with numbers. Goals and assists. Very, very important. So as a cam, those are your main responsibilities, I'd say. I don't know, guys. Who are the best cams right now? Because back in the day, you had so many. Guys, put it in the chat, yeah. Compare the cams from back in the day. Give me the top 3 cams from, let's say, 15, 20 years ago to the 3 best cams now that are playing. And let's compare. The reason cams are this sprint is because everyone is thinking the midfield is all about being central. Look, I could have been a cam, but my father. Yeah, I hear you, Mr. Midfield. I feel you. Bruno. Yeah, Bruno right now. Nah, Xavi went. Was Xavi a cam? Xavi wasn't really a cam, was he? Oh, Xavi Simmons. Yeah, Xavi Simmons. Dybala, Kaká, Ozil, Kaká, Messi. That's what I'm saying, bro. Back in the day, you had the likes of Mesut Ozil. You had Kaká. You had Ronaldinho who was playing in a 10 or in the left. Bro, you had these creative masters. Riquelme. Now you got Bruno Fernandes. Now you got Musiala. You got Florian Wirtz. But they're not. There's levels to the game, guys, man. There's levels to it. I'm telling you. The Bala, yeah, bro. There's levels. I'd say that, yeah, the 10s are not as good as they were back in the day, bro. No chance. But yeah, that's what we're going to do with cams. We're going to stop it there with cams. Let's go to the next position. We will go to right wing. Any right wingers in the chat? Maradona, Kaká, Messi. No, Musiala, Neymar. Bro, facts, man. Hey, Zidane. Even Zidane, Zizou, bro. What a player. Right wing. David's a right wing. 20 years ago, Ronaldinho, Ozil, Kaka, now Palmer. Bro, the difference is crazy. JJ Okocha, unbelievable dribbler. Wisdom. Wisdom. All right, cool. We got the right wingers in the chat. So, right wingers. Sorry guys, give me a second. Yeah, so right wingers. Very important as a right winger, right? As a winger in general, let's say, yeah, let's go right winger. As a right winger, right? If you're a left-footed right winger or a right-footed right winger, you got to make sure going forwards and attacking wise, you are solid. Because as a winger, you're that exciting player in the team. When they give you the ball, you're taking on your man time and time and time again. You're making things happen. You're that creative player. You look at Lamine Yamal. When he gets the ball, fearless. He goes at the players time and time again. Doesn't care if he loses the ball. Because he will do it so much, the fullback's like, Jesus Christ, I can't deal with this guy. He's coming at me non-stop. I don't know whether to go tight. I don't know whether to drop. Then they eventually drop because they're scared, to get too tight because you'll roll them. And then that creates space for Lamine, and then he gets the ball again and he makes things happen. Same on the other side, if you're a left winger, you look at Vini Jr., you look at Mbappe when he was playing on the left. Bro, these guys are all creative players that when they get the ball, they play with no fear. Literally no fear, man. So it's so important in any position you play, but especially as a winger, because if you're a winger, right, you have to be able to play both sides because they swap. Listen, if you can play both sides, I always say I want my wingers to be able to play both sides, because if you can play both sides, you're in for a treat. I'm telling you now, because look at Cristiano Ronaldo back in his winger days. He could play both sides. He could put him on the left comfortable, put him on the right comfortable. So if you can play both sides, it will help you massively. So as a winger, if you're getting a ball and you're scared to take on the defender, you're scared to make things happen, you're not a winger. You are not a winger. And if I'm a coach and my player is a winger and he's getting a ball and he has an opportunity to go 1v1 with a fullback and he's not doing it and he's going backwards, he's not my winger. Because I make sure, as the coach, to make sure my wingers know their roles and responsibilities. And I don't care if my winger loses the ball 9 times out of 10, doing the right things, taking on the fullback, making things happen. I don't care if he loses it. Because that 10th time, he'll go past him and we'll score from it. And that's the difference, guys. That is the difference. So it's very important, right? So be fearless. Be fearless. Okay? And make sure when you do pass a defender, when you do, create goal scoring opportunities, you make the right decision in the final third. So important, and this is what separates the players who are maybe amateur and the players who make it to the top is decision making in the final third. The best players that you watch week in, week out in the Prem, they make the best decisions in the final third. Yeah? They make the best decisions in the final third. Whether that's a teammate, they put it on the plate for him. Whether that's scoring, whatever it is. And the players that don't really make it is because they might have all the skills in the world. They might get past the defender. But that final ball, that final piece of the puzzle, they mess up. And that is the most important bit. So make sure you get that correct, and everything else, you will see your game will elevate and you'll become a different player. So very important, wingers, guys. Left wingers, right wingers, be brave, be confident. Don't care if you lose the ball. Go at it again and again and again. Last position, strikers. Where are my strikers in the chat? This is my position, man. This is my position. Where are the strikers in the chat? Sesame Street Kid, my boy. Striker, Nifemi Striker. Mood, I'm sorry if I didn't answer your question on YouTube, bro. I'm obviously dealing with 2 chats right now. I will try and get back to your question. If you can just if you can type it again, Mood, and I'll get back to you. I'm a striker. Yeah, there's a lot of strikers in here. Cool. So, strikers in the chat, very important, right? Very important. As a striker, if you don't want to score goals, yeah, if you don't have that kind of hunger to score goals, you're not going to score goals. Because I've loved scoring goals, yeah, since I was a baby, bro. Since I was maybe 4 or 5 years old, I love scoring goals. Like, scoring goals is everything to me. Whether I'm playing at school, my friends, at lunchtime, Sunday league, in the park, I want to score goals. So you need to have that kind of same mentality, same kind of feel like, I want to score goals. I love scoring goals. Because I don't know about you guys, but the feeling of scoring a goal is like no other. And I still haven't felt the feeling of scoring a goal from anything else. So making sure that you love scoring goals is one thing, but how can you score goals? How can you score more goals? That's what we're going to touch up on now. So as a striker, how can you score more goals? First of all, have a clear mind. Yeah, you have to have a clear mind. Because if you go through 1v1 and you're thinking about 10,000 things in your head, you're going to miss. You have to have a clear mind when you go through on goal. You have to have a clear mind in terms of keeping your composure. Yeah, you have to be composed and make the right decision in terms of slotting it in the corner, going around the keeper, dinking him, whatever it is in that situation where you feel like this is the right decision to do. That's what you do, right? But if you're thinking 100 things while you're going 1v1, you're going to be panicking. And when you panic, you're done. You are done. That's the worst thing you can do. When you go through and go and you start panicking, you start thinking about 100 things, trust me, you're going to miss. Believe me. So, how do you keep a calm mind and a kind of, how do you keep your composure when you're going through on goal? Simple. There's loads of different things, guys, you can do. That could be repetition. So put yourself in that situation time and time again. Okay? And don't be disheartened if you miss. Everyone misses a 1v1. Everyone misses a chance. Don't be scared to receive a ball, bro. If you're a striker, you're going to have to call for the ball and get the ball, because if you don't get the ball, you're not going to score. So if you're scared to miss, again, you shouldn't be a striker. So, again, what you do, guys, this comes from the other bits and bobs, right? Can you play with your back to goal? Are you able to link up, play with your midfielders? Because as a striker in this day and age, you have to be able to play with your back to goal. How's your movement in behind? Can you have good movement? Do you curve your runs? Yeah? Are you difficult to mark in the box? You go look at Ronaldo. Go look at clips of Cristiano Ronaldo in the box. His movement is incredible. And that's why he scores so many goals. Because he anticipates where the ball's going to go, but his movement to get half a yard, to create that space for him to score, is the most important thing. And then he's got the composure and the accuracy to score. So that is my tips, guys, for all the positions. Okay? Hopefully that helps you guys. For the last 5 minutes, we will do a quick Q&A to speak about, and to answer any of your questions. So, Mood, let me answer your question, bro. I got open trials on the 29th, and I'm a centre mid. I'm a tempo setter. My best attribute as well as press res. But it'll be hard to tempo set with people being greedy and rush back. If I can do it, then I will. Be good for the trial. Mood, what I'd say for you, right, is play your normal game at the open trial, bro. Okay? Whether that's you're a tempo setter and that's your best attribute, yeah? If other people are being greedy, it's easier to spot as a coach, as a scout. Okay, so don't worry about that. You just focus on your own game. And then obviously the scouts and coaches will be able to realize with you playing with other players who maybe are at a better level or not as greedy, you'll stand out more. So as long as you focus on your own game, don't worry about if people are greedy or what. CB tips and who to watch. Bro, go and watch Gabriel. I want to come to Train Effective Camp. Ethan, go on our website, bro. Right now is the best time to sign up, guys. If any of you guys are looking to sign up for our camps, this week is the cheapest camp price you'll ever find in Train Effective history. It's only for the first 10 people who will get this price. Okay? It's a early Black Friday deal. So if you're looking to sign up for our camps and you're thinking of signing up next year or you're thinking of signing up in a few months, trust me, don't wait till a few months. Because first of all, it'll probably be sold out. And second of all, the price will be incredible. It'll be a lot more expensive than what it is now. So go on our website, traineffective.com/camps. Either book a call with me or sign up directly via the website. And yeah, man, we'll get you signed up. They're entire yet, Unc. I need to meet you personally. Bro, come to the camp and meet me, man. Come to the camp and meet me. I appreciate the advice, coach. Really appreciate it. No problem, Mood. I have been played at winger a lot this season. I started being angry at my coach for playing me there. Could you possibly know how you would think to put me in that position? Bro, don't be angry. I know you're a CDM, but don't be angry if your coach is playing you in a different position. Just show him that you're more than capable of playing in different positions. That's what sometimes a coach does that to see how you react. So react in a good way. And in that way, he'll be like, do you know what? He reacted in a good way. I'm going to put him back to CDM. Can you react to Ireland vs Hungary and go through the positive negatives in the game tomorrow? Ooh, Callum, that's not a bad shout, bro. That's not a bad shout. We could potentially do that. I'll put it on the agenda. Hopefully we can do that. Thanks for listening today for my idea, bro. I got a school game on Wednesday. I'm going to be there on Thursday. Jeez. Happy early birthday if I'm not here on Thursday. How do you balance winning with player development? Winning is a habit, guys, yeah? Winning is something that is installed in every person. Like, I don't know about you guys, but whatever I play, whether that's FIFA, table tennis, whatever it is, yeah, with anyone, football matches, I always want to win. I always want to win because it's just kind of a winning. I'm just a winner, and you just want to win everything. So, what I would do for you, obviously, what you want to obviously balance in as a coach to balance the kind of winning and also player development is important because at a certain age, let's say if you're coaching young players, right, below, like, let's say from 10 to like 13, 14, at that age is all about player development because yes, winning is nice, you want to win, but the most important is player development. Once you hit around 16 and above, football becomes a bit more serious and, winning becomes a bit more serious. And then once you turn 18 and you go into a first team environment, you're going to be playing with other players they're playing to feed their families, So winning is everything. And if you're not up to the standard, you ain't going to be there long. So that's where, winning will get serious. Okay, but you should always have a kind of winner's mentality inside you. But yeah, from the ages of, from the young, from 6 to like 12, 13, 14, it's all about the development. Very important. Where is the camp? The camp's in London, bro. We have the camp in London, and next month we have our camp in Miami. We only got a few spots left for that one. I want to book one which will let me stay and watch a few Prem games before I leave. Ethan, I would recommend them probably the August camp because that one there, the Premier League will be back. So I would recommend the August camp. So go on our website, go and book your spot for one of the August camps, and then we could probably hopefully take you to a Premier League game, or you can go and watch one yourself. But that's when the Premier League will be back. Are you a coach or manager? Both, bro. Isn't academy priorities focused on players who are going to make it rather than winning at youth level? Bro, academies focus on player development, bro. Academies, like in terms of winning, is not the main priority. So it's all about player development and how many players they can get into the first team, and how many players that are going to be successful and play at a high level. Can you come to Dubai for a camp? Dubai's a lot of growing. Hopefully one day, bro. But we get a lot of players from Dubai who join our camp in London. So when is it? NF, our camp is in December in Miami and in London in June, July, and August. Can someone type in the chat traineffective.com/camps and I will pin it. How to regain my confidence and skills. I haven't been able to play in a long time, even during training. I never get a chance. Bro, again, with this, thank you guys. Appreciate that, man. Pin. Guys, go on the link that I just sent. I've just pinned, sorry. Go on that link and it will take you directly to our camp page where you can book your spot or you can book a call with me. How can I regain my confidence? To regain your confidence, bro, start believing in yourself again. Believe that you're a good player. You've been there before, so don't worry about all of that, yeah? Just believe in yourself. What are the best home workouts for a forward? Lucky, go on, download the Train Effective app. We've got loads of things on there for you. How to fix being slow on the ball. Sometimes it could be fast, but I like being calm and CDM. Again, bro, have a picture in your head and you'll be quicker on the ball. Definitely. I have a kid I coached that only liked CD and I had him go and track and he thought he couldn't, but I knew he could. He ended up scoring. Exactly, man. It's all about being confident and then believing in themselves. If I'm going to the camp in London next year, I'd love to see you because I didn't see you last year. Callum, mate, I would love to see you as well, bro. Love to see you. Hopefully, we'll get you signed up again for next year. But yeah, Callum, especially as you're a previous camp player, bro, this week is the cheapest price for you as well. So you get an extra incentive as you're a previous camp player. So with the Black Friday deal, it will be a lot cheaper for you. So if you do want to sign up for next year, just reach out to me and then we'll get you signed up, mate. Hopefully, I'll see you next year. Guys, apologies, TikTok, man. I have to answer both. So if I've missed your questions, apologies. There's been a lot of questions coming in. I've just got back from a toe injury and my fitness is gone. What should I do? Work hard on your fitness again, bro. Once you're back fit, work hard on your fitness. There's loads of stamina drills you can do on the Train Effective app. Any tips for being more serious? Because I'm turning 15 on Thursday. Bro, if you want to be more serious, set yourself a schedule, man. Because have a schedule which you need to follow every day. Tell yourself, I'm going to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm going to go and I'm going to do a workout before school. Set yourself a schedule, bro, and follow the schedule for the next month and see how many times you followed it and how many times you failed to follow it, and hold yourself accountable. And it will show you how serious you actually are or not. If you look back after the month's done and you see yourself, well, like, wow, I missed this day, I missed this day, I missed this day, I missed this day, and I only did like 3 sessions in the whole month. That shows you're not serious, right? So hold yourself accountable. Discipline beats motivation. Motivation is temporary. Trust me. Discipline always wins, bro. Being disciplined and being disciplined consistently is the hardest thing ever. That's why Ronaldo is the GOAT. Because my man is disciplined. Like, his discipline is ridiculous. And he's doing this not for 1 month. He's doing this for 20 years plus. Okay, bro, we don't do camps in Birmingham. Come to the London camps, man. It's not far from you. Come to the London camps and we'll get you signed up, bro. But yeah, guys, thank you all for tuning in today. Hopefully, I answered as many questions as I could, and I told you guys the strengths and how to be dominant in your own position. I'll be back again tomorrow for another live. And yeah, man, hopefully I'll see a lot of you guys back again tomorrow. What time? Tomorrow, similar time, man. Similar time. Either 3 or 4 p.m. UK time. So be here 3 or 4 p.m. UK time. Are you a coach? Yes, bro. I am. Answer David. What was David's question? I didn't see David's question, bro. Bro, please, Kai, can you explain the perfect individual training sessions to do? Kai, it depends on what position you are, bro, and what you need to work on. Where's David, bro? I can't see his question. But yeah, guys, man, thank you again. See you guys tomorrow. YouTube, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, see you guys again tomorrow.